Hey guys, Protagonist24 here, and welcome back to Clash Royale. Today I'm just going to be pushing with this Skeleton Barrel Giant Skeleton, like Swarm Curse Clone deck. Yeah, let's hop right in. So, story time. I was up at my cousin's one time, right? And we were all just gonna be hanging out, having a good night, and so we decided we're gonna have a fire, like a big fire, you know, like throw tires, pallets, that kind of, like a bigger fire. And we were doing it in like a little gravel pit, and so we decided at some point that it'd be a great idea for Buddy to grab his like propane tank, like a different person, like come bring it there. Have like my friend was out as well, and like we had some more people later, but I'll get to that later. But so we're racing a hog here. I'm seeing a giant skeleton, honestly. Why not? Um, so yeah, we get out there, we have some alcohol and whatever, like we go get it, and we're setting everything up. We set up the fire, everything's going good, and then probably should have cloned there for more damage, but it's fine. Just play nice and passive. We got a nice connection already, no need to get over aggressive, I guess. Let's use our skeleton barrel to distract this firecracker while our bats can kill the hog. So with our miner, with these skeletons. Let's drop a clone on here. And this is a good start to the video. But, so yeah, we got the propane tank filled up. It was just like a pretty small one, like, obviously not a very big one, or else that'd be like kind of dangerous, of course. But it looked like we played our skeleton barrel evolution before the end of the game. Anyway, on to the next one. I went ahead and started like drinking my alcohol pretty quickly, right? So I had a 2-6, and my friend had a Mickey, and I had a few swigs off the Mickey, and a few swigs off the 2-6. But like in the first half hour, we sat down to just like hang out, start having some drinks, sit by the fire, and whatever. I drank like half the 2-6 probably, like 30 minutes, so way too fast. And if I got a building, oh, this is actually nice. Let's go Goblin Curse on this. Looks like it's just gonna be Balloon. Let's go with our Goblin Gang because he logged. Unfortunately, my goblins got clipped, so it's like a neutered gang. So yeah, I started getting way too drunk way too fast, but we ended up setting up the fire pretty good, got it going pretty hot. We're hanging out for a little while. A few more people showed up and stuff, and so someone shows up and they have their bong, smoke some marijuana. It's perfectly legal where I live, so it's just something people would do, you know, party setting. And me and my friend, we're gonna go all the way up the driveway. Let's say like, I don't know, 5-10 minute walk when you're sober, of course. We're getting a little intoxicated at this point, or at least I am. So we get all the way back up to the house, and we're going up there to grab some water for someone for their bong. Okay, these skeletons could be an issue. Let's go with our bats. Looks like we're racing some other type of giant skeleton deck here. Let's go with our skeleton barrel. Let's go with our miner. And it's looking like I've cooked a pretty nasty deck. Let's go with a clone here. And I might not even get through my stories by the time we cook these people. Looks like game 2 already wrapping up here. Well, this deck's going really well. Better than I expected. So we get up to the house. At this point I'm like pretty intoxicated, so if I remember correctly, there was a point where I just like kind of like went face down on the stove, just like, obviously the stove was off, not like a stove that was on. That would be not fun, but so yeah, I put my head down. I was kind of just like vibing, but like also drunk enough where I just had to put my head down for a minute, you know. So at this point we have to head back out, go down to the gravel pit and go back. So at this point, like, we start just like running up the road. I'm gonna take some good damage from this XE. It's unfortunate. My friend ends up like running headfirst into a truck, like Buddy's back bumper type situation, and after we get back, of course, like we're finally ready to like do the propane tank thing. So we have the propane tank. We set it up on the fire, and we're waiting for the valve or like the like release stem, like whatever, to like the pressure to get high enough where it was ready to go, and then we would shoot it with a bullet, causing, you know, explosion, because high compression, like fire, propane, boom. So yeah, unfortunately I'm reversing like Witch Xe. I don't know if we're able to do as much this game. Let's go with a clone here. I think it will be value. So it gets our bomb to the tower and wipes all that out. And screw it, let's also just go in with all this here. If my game wasn't frozen, I'd be minoring the witch before my ship popped, but nope, I guess I just can't have that, can I? Yeah, that was just super unfortunate. My game happened to freeze up there. Fortunately, I am able to like take this witch out. I'm just gonna have to like play slow here though. Of course, you just randomly have an arrows. Why wouldn't you just randomly have arrows? Please stay alive, giant skeleton. Okay, I'm gonna have to go miner on this. Let's go curse on this. And it's not looking good because he's back to arrows now. So we gotta go with our spammy push over here. He's going with his arrows, and then let's go clone this skeleton barrel. It's just probably not gonna work though. I didn't mean to curse that low. That's gonna just get me 3 crown probably. Yeah, cool. So yeah, we ended up blowing up the propane tank. I got a video of it. I was somehow the only person to get a video of it. I'm gonna go into one more here. And yeah, that was a pretty memorable night, but I ended up waking up the next morning without any memory of really what happened for like the last part of the night. I remember that much myself, but after that I don't really remember much. I guess I got like driven back in a side-by-side. I was like passed out on the ground. Why are we racing Royal Hogs again? Is that gonna give us King activation? No, it didn't go to the Spear Goblins, it went to my Night Witch, unfortunately. So let's just go with our Skeleton Barrel and Miner here. My game's frozen up again. I don't know what is going on with that. Not anything I normally experience. Must be something to do with me recording and my phone getting closer to full or something. I have no clue. Okay, I literally have nothing for this. Like, this doesn't make sense. Why are these Royal Hogs decks completely countering me perfectly? I literally just can't play any of my cards. Can my fucking screen quit freezing? What are you doing? I'm sure that's showing up on video too. Like, I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, anyway, next story. I was at my buddy's birthday, and we were hanging out down on like a patio. There's a swing set nearby, some whatever. Like, we were just having some drinks. Pretty secluded, private area. Except it was like in the middle of town. But let's go with a clone here. Is this the same fucking deck that we versed last game? I swear it is. Like, what? What is that with this dumb Royal Hogs deck? Why am I seeing this for the first time right now? In multiple games in a row. I swear it's... I mean, I didn't see Berserker last game, but like almost everything else seems identical. Double elixir, we need to get a big push through here. Which means the dumb firecracker needs to be assassinated. So we were all drinking, hanging out, some more friends came down, we were having a decent time, and ended up somehow blacking out again that night, and I ended up waking up in a house that I didn't recognize where the hell I was. And did our opponent disconnect? What's going on here? Okay. Alright, kind of locking in here. Alright, well, I'm not sure what happened there, but anyway, I ended up waking up in this house, and I had no clue where I was, and I didn't know where any of my stuff was, and I ended up getting a hold of my friend afterwards, and was like, where's my stuff? And he had it, and everything was good with that, but at first I didn't know where I was checked out on the balcony. I didn't know where I was. Still, I was looking around, I was like, I don't know where this house is. I woke up in a laundry room, laying on some clothes on the ground, without my glasses, without my phone, any of that stuff, and I had no clue where I was. Ended up finding my friend in the one room I checked last after like wandering down the street, still not recognizing where I was. Uh, Ended up figuring things out. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bit of an extra ramble here at the end. Hope you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.